Alright, it looks like my quality's worth a fuck this time, so here's part 2 to that horseshit physics assignment. Hopefully you'll not record sideways this fucking time, that'd be nice too. So, we left off, I gotta grab my paper one sec. Where in the blue absolute fuck is this question? What the fuck? Alrighty, here it is. So we discovered last time that I need to draw it bigger this time so it's actually seeable, have an acceleration that is 0.05 meters per second squared, and it was 24.3 degrees south of west. So we're going to break that down into its components, AX and AY, because in 2D kinematics, as you know, you have an AX and an AY, and this is where you get it from. So, well, I'm not sure if you fucking know that actually, but my two friends now that are watching this shit. So, I'm not gonna do it again. You already know that it's like r cos theta equals x, r sine theta equals y. I said that in the last video. So, anyway, so if you do all that, you get AX, at least in my case, 0.0456, and AY that equals 0.0206. These are all this meter per second squared, and it will be west meter per second squared, and this will be, oh shit, this should be Y, sorry. And that will be south. So now, and again, disclaimer, I don't know if I'm fucking fully right, fully wrong. This is better than a fucking zero on the question. Unless I'm right, and in that case, I'm a fucking genius, and fuck you. So we're gonna solve for x, or the xf, so, or which is the displacement along the x-axis. So when we go through all the things we know about this example, so we have xi, 0. If it doesn't tell you an initial displacement, assume it's 0. In most cases, that's pretty safe. Xf is what we want. We want the final displacement. Vi, it again doesn't say, so you can assume that our travel along the x-axis is remotely straight at the beginning of travel. This is Vi of x. And then Vf of x, don't know, probably won't need it. Ax, we got up there, 0.0456 meter per second squared. I'm too lazy to write north. And time, it told me that it's 35 seconds. Again, the question might be different. So, we're going to use equation xf equals xi. That's on a fucking angle. Let me just rewrite that. xf equals xi plus vix times t plus 1/2 at squared. So I'm just gonna, we know that this is 0, and we know that this is 0 as well. So 0 times 35 is 0. Hopefully I don't have to fucking tell you that. So I'm not going to write anything for these. This is 0, this is 0. So we're going to have 0.5 times 0.0456 meters per second squared I like to put directions in my equations. Some people don't, it's up to them. And then I'm just gonna rewrite this for the sake of understanding units if you don't know this shit. So I'm just gonna put that second squared in the denominator. And then 35 times 35 is 12. 25 seconds squared. I'm just gonna make sure that you guys can see that. Oh, you can barely see it. Alright, so I moved it over. So you can see now 1225 seconds squared, because you multiply 35 seconds by 35 seconds, so the seconds will also multiply in seconds squared. And the reason I put that in the denominator is just for people who don't really understand the units. Seconds will cancel here, and seconds squared will cancel there. And it's important to note that there's one direction. Oh, and this isn't south, so it's west. There's only one direction in here, so it has to follow that direction. So xf equals, I don't have a calculator, I did calculate it earlier, 27.93 meters. Cool. So we're gonna do ourselves a favor here. We're just gonna erase. Well, actually, I'll show you guys. Okay. 1 sec, I'll just pause the video and then I'll show you how I got y, and then I'll show you what to do after that. Okay, I believe it's recording again. I'm just gonna let it focus here for a sec. I believe it's focused. So, better make this video fucking popular, because I'm staying in my fucking fridge for this shit. So anyways, now we're solving for y. And you're just going to go through the same process where it's like yi equals 0. Yf is what we want, because that's going to be the y component of displacement. Viy is going to equal, it actually gives us in the equation, or gives me, 4.5 meters per second. And it says north. Okay? So Vy, Vf, we don't give a shit. Ay, 0.0206, and I'm not gonna write units, I'm lazy. And time equals 35 seconds. So you can use the exact same equation. I'm gonna write only the numbers I need. Yeah, shit, it's fucked. Okay, so Yf equals. So important to note right now, you gotta pick. I picked north to be positive. I picked west to be positive. You could do south. So if you pick south to be positive, then your north face, or your north pointing initial velocity will become negative. So if we look at the equation, I'll write the equation first. Yi plus Viy t plus 1/2 at squared. So if you choose for north to be positive, this 4.5 times the 35 seconds will be the positive number, and that's gonna be a pretty fucking big number. Or if you choose that should be negative, you'll just get a negative. And the reason you make them negative is because when you add directions, you have to make it so that's the same direction. So if you have north, if you're adding north and